emergency lane so that I can miss the back of his truck as he makes a wide turn so that he can get back on. So I pull up beside him. As soon as I get over, I get right back over. And I get right up beside him and I just hold the horn down in my truck. I'm just like, this is what it sounds like. And then all of a sudden he's like, so I was like, no, you did not just blow your horn at me and look at me off. So I pass him, I get in front of him, and I lock that brakes up. We start up a hill, I'm doing 10 miles an hour. I'm watching my mirror. I'm inside right now. Everything is he wants to just park it and get out. Stay out, we can talk about it. I'm slowing down, I speed up, and then I slow back down. Every time he gets a little bit of momentum, I slow back down. Finally, I slowed down one time, and I watched him through my mirror. I watched him reach him up underneath the seat. And when he did, I took off. See, even I mess up sometimes. Even I get off of my ways sometimes, and I go down the wrong path. So the ways are learned. He says, teach me your paths, God. Show me where to walk. Show me what to do. Number 2, the path of righteousness, God's path, must be found. In Matthew chapter 7, verses 13 and 14, it says, enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is broad that leads to destruction, and there are many who enter through it. For the gate is small and the way is narrow that leads to life, and there are few who find it. So what Jesus was telling the disciples right here is, guys, I'm going to show you an analogy of life. There's a gate that is sitting in front of you, and there's a gate that is super wide, and there are people like cattle, and they're just herding their way through it by the thousands. They're walking through side by side. They're pushing each other. You know, you've been to like a college football game, or you've been to a concert, or you've been somewhere where there are just lots of people trying to get through small openings. This is what Jesus was trying to show. This is what the world is doing right now. There's wide gates, and everybody's trying to get through those gates at the same time. He said, but listen, guys, there's also a narrow gate. There's also a narrow gate, and it's really narrow, and the path is really, really tight. And it's a straight path. But I'm going to tell you guys, you got to look for it. It's not going to jump out at you because there's nobody walking down it right now. It's just a narrow path. So you can get caught up in the herds of people that are walking together trying to get through this giant gate, or you can step over the side and go, I know there's a better way. I know there's a way that leads. And the reason why the path is narrow that God is trying to get us to walk down, it's a one-person path. Because all I should be concerned about in my path is following Him. Too many times we're guilty of trying to drag people with us in Christianity. You know, we want people to come with us. Not that we don't want people to come to church. You want people to come to church. You want to invite people. You want people to be here. That's a part of being a Christian. We should want to invite people to church with us. But I can't get so consumed in inviting people to church that I'm trying to drag them down my path. That I'm trying to make them walk my way. That's why the path is so wide that everybody's trying to go down, because everybody's trying to fight for position. And they keep stomping the path out, and the path gets wider, and it gets wider, and it gets wider. Before you know it, it's not a path anymore, it's just a giant highway. But it's a highway that leads to destruction. Because it's where everybody is going. And Jesus said, don't go down the way that everybody else